It's one thing to find the car that we want to stop and turn on and get behind them. It's another thing to turn on our lights immediately and give that car no time to talk to us. No time for the people inside that car to give us the indication of what's going on. You know, they say that there's no such thing as a routine traffic stop. And I agree. You know, the type of vehicle we're stopping, the violation that we're going after them for, the amount of people in the car, the characters in the car, how many people are in the car. All of those things are different. The type of vehicle, the road, the weather, the traffic conditions, everything about that is never routine. Those things can all be different on every stop. But one thing that does become routine, what do you think it is? It's us. We've become way too routine on how we stop, sometimes how we get out of the car, how we walk up, whether we go left side, right side. You know, left side versus right side, I will tell you this. You know, when we look at a mitigation zone of where we're safe, the passenger side of the vehicle gives us the biggest mitigation zone that if we come under attack. But that's not always what we get. It is unique, right? We don't always get to go up on that side of the car. Maybe it's how they parked. So if we think about left side versus right side, I just tell you this, don't be married to one or the other, right? The situation is going to dictate how we approach and how we get up there. But before I turn those lights on and I start to get that car to go to the side of the road, start getting the information first, whether you run it on your MDT or you air it over the radio, right? Get as much information on that vehicle as you possibly can. Whether you're coming up on jurisdictional boundaries and you're worried about whether this stop takes place within your jurisdiction, your ultimate goal is to go home, right? So don't worry about rushing it. Get as much information as possible. You know, when we go to get out of that car, you know, we go to get out and we start to make that approach, right? And we think about everything. I don't worry about being quiet on shutting the door on in the daytime because people can see me. They can see what's going on. Me personally, I like to walk around the back and I have to look through, you know, to see what's going on. You know, when I get to the back of that car, I'm not going to lie, you do lose a little bit of vision. But I got pillars stacked in front of me from my patrol car. And stacking those pillars is one thing that helps you, right? Because if they come out firing, you got a lot of protection in between you. You know, there's a lot of things we can control in that traffic stop, right? For the most part, we can pretty much assume and try to predict where they're going to stop by just when we turn and activate our lights. You know, so trying to find a safe location, staying away from hills, staying away from bridges, giving yourself that area that you can make a passenger side approach. Those are all things that count, right? Those are all the things that counts when we're looking at making passenger side approaches, you know, not having a barrier on that side. Like I said, there's a lot of things that we can control, and we can control everything up until the point that we break the cover of our patrol car and we start walking up to them.